A small, rustic animal shelter surrounded by thick blankets of fresh snow. Warm lights glow from within the shelter, contrasting the frosty air outside. Snowflakes gently drift from the sky. Lily, a 17-year-old volunteer with a kind heart and soft brown eyes, wears a red winter coat and mismatched mittens. Her long, dark hair peeks from under a knit hat. She hums softly as she trudges through the snow to the shelter. On the outskirts of town, hidden beneath snowy pines, sat a little animal shelter, cozy, warm, and full of love. For Lily, it was her second home, and this Christmas, she wanted to make it special. Inside the shelter, wooden walls lined with shelves of pet food, handmade signs, and adoption posters. A wood stove crackles in the corner. Rows of cozy kennels and pens hold dogs wagging their tails, cats purring, and a few rabbits nibbling hay. Shelley, the shelter's cheerful but overworked manager in her 40s, with messy blonde hair and a coffee cup glued to her hand. Bobby, a shy teenage volunteer with glasses and a quiet smile. Inside, the shelter bustled with life. Animals barked, meowed, and chirped with hope. Shelley, always moving, shouted cheerful instructions while Bobby quietly cleaned bowls. Lily kneels by a kennel, petting a scruffy terrier named Max. His big brown eyes gaze at her, hopeful and trusting. Snow continues to fall outside. Max wagged his tail as Lily scratched behind his ears. You know, Max, everyone deserves a little Christmas magic. And just like that, an idea was born. The shelter office, where a messy whiteboard is covered in scribbles. Lily writes Christmas party for animals at the top, underlined twice. Shelley smiles in amusement, while Bobby watches with quiet interest. A Christmas party? Shelley laughed. Why not? Lily grinned. Even Bobby looked up from his clipboard. It was time to spread some holiday cheer. A small town thrift store, where Lily and Bobby pick up decorations, twinkling lights, second-hand stockings, and colourful ornaments. Outside, their breath fogs in the cold. They scoured every corner of the thrift store, filling their baskets with treasures. Lily chattered excitedly, while Bobby quietly smiled and carried the bags. Back at the shelter, decorations spill onto the floor. Bobby untangles lights, while Lily hangs stockings above the kennels. The shelter transformed bit by bit. Twinkling lights glowed, stockings waited to be filled, and paper snowflakes danced from the ceiling. Lily kneels beside Max, holding a small red dog sweater. She laughs as she pulls it over him, and his tail thumps wildly. Max pranced around proudly in his Christmas sweater, his tail wagging like a windmill. You're the star of the show, Max, Lily giggled. The bulletin board now holds handwritten wish lists for each animal. Max, a chew toy. Missy the cat, treats. Snowball the bunny, carrots. Lily carefully wrote down every animal's wish, big and small. This Christmas, everyone would have something to smile about. Shelley calls out, "We have visitors." As local families arrive with donations, bags of food, toys, and treats, Lily and Bobby look surprised but delighted. Word had spread, and kindness poured in like warm cocoa on a cold night. Neighbours brought gifts, proving Christmas magic was real. After the visitors leave, Lily and Bobby sit in the quiet shelter. The animals snuggle in their beds. Soft carols play on a small radio. "You're amazing, you know that," Bobby said softly. Lily blushed and smiled. Even in the quiet, warmth surrounded them. The shelter is filled with activity. Shelley strings lights on a tree, Lily prepares goodie bags, and Bobby places handmade paper stars on kennels. The little shelter hummed with joy as the volunteers worked tirelessly. Tomorrow would be perfect. A small pine tree stands in the centre of the shelter, decorated with handmade ornaments. Tiny paw print shapes hang proudly. A tree for the animals, made with love. It sparkled under the lights, filling the shelter with Christmas spirit. Lily places a new chew toy into Max's stocking. He sniffs it eagerly, tail wagging. "Merry Christmas, Max," Lily whispered. The little terrier barked in agreement, as if he understood. Snow blankets the ground outside. Inside the shelter, the volunteers arrive early with steaming mugs of cocoa. Christmas morning dawned quiet and bright. It was time to make the animals' day. Dogs bark with excitement as stockings are emptied. Cats bat at hanging ornaments, and rabbits nibble on carrots in small boxes. The shelter filled with happy sounds, barks, purrs, and laughter. Each animal found joy, thanks to the people who cared. A family walks through the shelter, stopping in front of Max's kennel. Lily kneels beside him, whispering, "This is your moment." Max's little sweater caught their eye, and soon he had a new family. It was his Christmas miracle. Bobby and Lily sit side by side on the floor, surrounded by sleepy animals. Bobby hands her a small gift, a bracelet with a paw charm. "Thank you for showing me Christmas magic," Bobby said softly. Lily's heart felt full. It wasn't just the animals who had found happiness. Max wags his tail as his new family carries him out. Lily wipes a tear, but smiles. Watching Max leave was bittersweet, but Lily knew he was home. That was the greatest gift of all. The volunteers gather by the twinkling tree, sharing cookies and cocoa. For Lily, Shelley, and Bobby, Christmas at the shelter had been more than a party. It had been a reminder of love, kindness, and second chances. Outside the shelter, snow falls gently as Lily and Bobby wave goodbye to the last visitors. In a world blanketed by snow, the shelter glowed with warmth. And for Lily, this Christmas would always be the one where love, unexpected and bright, filled every corner.